What's going on? How we doing? Life of Maeve. What's going on? Good morning. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Hey, good to go. Not really too much on forefront here going into the bell. HCTI is one that's kind of moving up. We don't really have shares on it. This was the one that ran recently. ABOS, we don't really have that many shares on. This is pulling back. I actually was watching this one earlier, seeing if it wanted to bounce back up off of this area, but it did not. So this thing might actually try to just unwind. We'll see what it does at the bell. Already got 12 million traded. I only have 21,000 available. Smaller float. Probably not gonna, not smaller float, but smaller market cap. Probably not gonna end up trading this one. BBIO, we do have plenty on this one. Kind of doing the same thing, where it made a new high. This one actually did try higher twice. Had a okay level, I guess, of support resistance here. It actually came up, retested it, and failed. So could have been an entry there, I guess. That's something I would more so look for during the day, not in pre-market. Just risking the highs there. NVFY. Yeah, we don't have shares there anyway. LXC, we don't have shares on either.
Good morning, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
We do have shares on. Not really sure where I'd want to see this. I probably want to see this pop back up, at least up like 520s area, and then start to reject. Actually, I'm gonna throw this one on another chart. I kind of like the way that one looks. If we can get a push out of the gate, 124,000 there. So OST probably not gonna be interested unless this one makes new highs. We do have a few shares there, and then Koya was the last one I brought up, but this is already given everything back. So yeah, just gonna let the scanner do its thing, and we'll get going. Here into not something to be interested in. No PRFX. We don't have shares. I'm just gonna mute this one.
15 seconds to the U.S. market open.
Good luck, everyone.
Good luck. Good luck. Well, let's see what happens. Just gonna mute this one. I'll keep out. I don't see myself playing. So it makes some crazy run.
APLS.
Dow Jones Industrial Average down 26
THRX.
after the open. S&P 500 up 3.8 points. Nasdaq up 40.71
This is a huge gap down from a couple days ago. This was up at 9. I don't know if this was split or something.
GP.
Shrine.
That's Charlie November Victor
Spready.
Yes. IONS, Cipher Medicine, signs multi-target partnership with
Coin in some for hangover.
Oscar November Sandy.
Yeah, I actually thought about looking at these, knowing that if they struggle, man, look at the SPY. This is kind of, it'll pop out of the gates on the SPY.
MLTX.
$29.60 area could be interesting. Juniper. I want to see it go through that.
VRM.
Extend away.
MLTX. NVFY.
This one.
Watching JNPR.
Yeah, I got that one up.
HCI Healthcare Triangle shares hitting $6.20 at the high of 70%.
HCTI YOLO.
Hotel Charlie Tango India.
MLTX. VRM.
CCL's making a run too.
VRM.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
RE2. Carried with a lock. VRM. CCL up.
RCL as well, but on way less volume.
BBIO. VRM. BCAN. OPRA. EOSE. VRM. RMTI. BCAN.
So not seeing anything yet that
GP.
quite catches my fancy.
HCTITHX will leak out leftovers or B/E stop. VRM. RMTI.
TSLA Tesla.
EOSE.
Yes, HCTI, it's could get going. This thing was up near 11
BCAN.
last
GP.
week.
OPRA.
Trying to halt actually,
RMTI.
dang.
Up more than 2%
Tesla
now
again.
after the company
EOSE.
builds its first Cybertruck. That's Tango Sandy Lima Alpha.
BCAN.
Ooh, reporting the Cybertruck has been built.
RMTI.
I mean, we already knew they had them built. I mean, if you kind of pay attention to YouTube at all. Pulling off the bottom. Or not following.
BCAN.
It's funny because this is moving
BBIO
quite
in some for
opposite
fade.
the SPY
Big
so
play.
far.
Doesn't seem like a sustainable gap. RMTI.
Yeah, this is one I wish it would have made this move here,
RMTI up.
bouncing off of that 2886 area. A little bit earlier. That would have been
EBIX.
nice. Or a little bit later, as in like
Check daily.
into the open. All I can say is with my history on Tesla, if you're gonna trade it, just be
EBIX.
This one yet. Money there. If we get a move up through 17 on a little bit of volume, that could be a watch.
HCTI seeing room through 8 POS, NTB, not rotated yet, but will be on dips for me for a while. ABDL up. EBIX.
UBER, Uber, and Room signed agreement to expand and improve convenience store delivery options for consumers.
GP.
That's Victor. That's Uniform Bravo Echo Romeo, UBER. IMMX, MX Biopharma reporting interim clinical trial data readout in relapsed refractory metastatic colorectal cancer in ongoing phase 1b/2a IMX 110 imminent 1 clinical trial. That's India Michael X-ray, IMMX.
DM. GP GoGo.
Looks like when we wouldn't have shares on
ABOS.
100,000. Too many. That one looks like a lot of volume. Oh, yeah, this is the one we were talking about earlier. We'd like it. 520. Upstart. Wanted. EVIO. Might keep this one on watch. Looking
Coin
for
adding
that
back
same
small.
area. Retest. Oh, what's that one? Mara's still not really following coin too much. Buy back up to the highs. Yeah, and it was a B. I just didn't. It's not really doing anything I like either.
EVLV, Evolve Technologies, spiking here.
BBIO.
Lima Victor,
GP lunch so far. Do the thing, baby.
Going right to that area.
EVLV.
UAP's there. 64 got to.
EVOB is a pretty good push. Cheaper stock.
Oh, yeah.
BBIO.
Wish
EHRX.
EVLV had more volume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
EVLV. EVLV up.
EBIO, Bridge Bio, getting a pop here, 2860. Bravo, Bravo, India,
Carrot.
Oscar. Company earlier this morning
THRX.
announced its experimental heart disease drug succeeded in a late stage study. That's BBIO.
About to hit it
EHPN,
there. I was hoping it would make one more little push.
2559, Bravo Hotel, Victor.
BHVN.
EIO bouncing right off that level. It's not my play. I don't really want that to be my
BHVN
first
doing
play
something
here
similar.
on morning.
Yeah, almost looks like a grinder. Straight up, but super grindy.
Bloomberg reporting that
BHVN.
Secretary Yellen does not see recession in the U.S.
BHVN. Yeah. Look at the daily on that. What the heck's going on there?
Suck.
EHBN. Some kind of a split, I guess.
KSCP, Nightscope,
BHVN.
Capybara Research, with a 50-cent price target. That's Kilo Sandy Charlie Papa, KSCP.
BHVN.
Getting bought up. Feels like I might try to go higher.
AMD's in such an indecisive area for me on the chart.
BBIO.
I don't really want to trade that.
BBIO is pretty strong. Had a pretty key area there under 29. It kind of just went right there. It tried to bounce off of it, but then it fought up and went right through it.
BBIO.
Kind of in a huge gap fill.
Which
GP.
one?
BBIO.
Oh, yeah.
CCL just keeps grinding.
She looks like a grindy mofo, man.
DM.
I mean, that's kind of what CCL does. Every time I've traded it, it feels like it's always been that way. I think if I were to play that one, I'd
GP.
probably look for backside.
Get to me like in the backside.
Look at Riot.
Riot, Coin as well. I mean, obviously they usually trade together.
Maybe Mara too.
Yeah, I mean, it was following
Started
it to the
CCL.
downside,
Orders
Mara, but it's
X.20s
not
for the
really
go-go.
coming back up.
Yeah. A little weaker. Nothing really set up for me today. I had a bunch of alerts set and not one of them triggered.
HCTI Healthcare Triangle shares HCTI were
Yeah,
holding
I'm
on
still
the way
watching this
down.
EVLV. It's back to through the highs.
$5.58. Hotel Charlie Tango India.
Like I'd want to see a pretty decent run out of it.
Left.
LEV, we only have 30,000 shares.
Left 30K. Left.
EMN Promise Neurosciences halted at the highs $4.96.
LV with a little fake out breakout so far.
PDD
CCL
mentioned
making a little pullback now.
at Hedgeye. That's Papa Delta Delta.
It's kind of hoping for push through 18 there. BBIO back through that key level. Could be one for you to watch. It's got a lot of meat on the bone still.
IBKR Black Knight shares now at 69.47.
BHBN.
About
CCL with a lock.
13%.
Left.
Bravo Kilo India company earlier announced that Constellation Software to buy the company's unit for $700 million. That's BKI Black Knight, Bravo Kilo India.
ETBI just kind of faded today. That would have been one. I wasn't ready to just fade that out of the bell. And it's fading slow. That's still my jump. More expensive.
AMD kind of doing fade.
AMD's falling right into support.
HCTI done messing with it for now.
To do with that one, dude. I don't see a trade for me.
Grab a HCTI because I muted it.
I think she's just in the pullback.
EHVN.
That's got no volume, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to think looking at the daily on that one either. It's a little
It's a
confusing.
long consolidation, just whatever that is.
One, I mean, it's essentially in a gap fill up to what 150 something at this point. Like I don't really think.
Yeah, not enough volume for me to really even care, but not a lot of attention in that.
EBLV plus hot stop.
HCTI resuming. Hotel Charlie Tango India.
I don't know, man.
Doing a lower to $5.52.
Wonder if it's
HCTI
moving with
50 off
this
the session today.
EVLV. I wonder if they're similar. Charts so far look
ASCP
similar.
$85 down 31 cents, a drop of about 14% following that short report. That's
Biohaven.
Kilo Sandy Charlie pop-up.
Yeah, Biohaven's biotechnology, so maybe they something. Looks like something to do with the IT sector. It's
GP. BBIO.
BIO right back to the highs again. That one might go back up towards the pre-market highs. A little strong if they can get through that key area here.
Lef. BBIO.
They painted that picture there at 2890 as a key area, and they're just kind of going back and forth through it like it's nothing. Say it's not a key area.
Lef.
HVN. Spready, like you said, no volume as well.
Sometimes patience is a good thing.
Yep, that's all we can do.
BHVN looking for round 2.
Wait for the
Cautious
set.
due to spread. BBIO. LIXT.
Nah, nothing's. I gotta have something go beep 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 beep. Or I'm not gonna help. Something just went. Something did it. That's why.
CBNA off the bottom.
It was AEHR.
Pretty nice little
BBIO.
pop there.
Bio making more intraday high now. 2970. Bravo
No
Bravo
volume.
India Oscar.
Nope.
Actually have shares on Carvana today.
That's funny. We did not earlier. We can't pay a lot of them.
219,000.
Wow. That's a lot. This move up is probably a big cover.
Yeah, it could have been.
I looked in pre-market.
It'd
We
be
had
about
0.
10% of the volume.
Malincrod shares resuming trade now. Michael November Kilo.
I literally took it off my watch list because I'm like, I can't short it. I don't want it unless it triggers.
Shares are at a dollar now.
I would have needed much more out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Company said on July 16th, the company and certain of its subsidiaries entered into certain forbearance agreements to extend the due date for its opioid $200 million settlement payment until August 15th. That's Michael November Kilo. Shares now up about
FREQ, I think
4.6%
that's
for
one that
MNK.
Nate was long in. Watching that scan last night for
GP.
It's definitely a Monday morning.
there went GP finally through those intraday highs. Down to 100,000 on that.
GP 100K.
Damn, ATVI. Cheers, give. Big chunk of that up. Still, it's not a big move from $92 stock. It is Monday.
FGEN up. LIXT. FGEN has David written all over it? Haha. LOL.
What you got up, Jag?
Nothing. Just kind of poking around.
to go higher.
Face blowing kiss.
Carvana's one of those that might have a lot more in the tank than you think. Look at this move up on the daily. Consolidation, move up.
You're looking at CVNA?
Yeah. I'm saying that could actually have more explosion up. In my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, seeing it get up to yesterday or Friday's highs would be pretty awesome, especially if it happened like right now. I think I would have to throw some shares on it. We're down to 166K on it now.
They'll be gone by the end of the day. This thing likes to squeeze in as much shorts as it can.
Well, yeah, I mean, look at the huge pullback it had, and it was still a green day. Technically hasn't had a red day in for a week.
No, listen to something that's like an insanely high short float.
Yeah, it's like one of the highest short floats at the moment.
Definitely a squeeze candidate.
It's like GP. I mean, look at GP in the bottom of the candlesticks. It's like a constant curve to the upside. It's like just waiting to blow off.
This green power? That's what you're talking about?
Yeah, GP. You already in this, Jag? Carvana?
No.
Making sure. Feel like that look like something you might have already started.
This is the only one triggering for me. This crappy AEHR with no volume. That's annoying. Sit on the hands.
The BBIO, I'm not sure. Some with that starting to get a little crowded. Got bought up through that key area I was looking at. I don't even know why it's up. Some kind of medical thing, right?
This was a runner in the past.
Yeah, experimental heart disease drug succeeds in late stage study. It's pretty good news.
RMTI. LIXT.
Really hasn't had an insane push or anything either to do your overextended move.
RMTI.
Which one?
BBIO.
No. Yeah, I mean, the only one was when they announced that in pre-market.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't see it. Grinder.
RMTI.
No, I think it's starting to worry some people.
Shares at the intraday high now $7.11 and halted on a circuit breaker. Lima India X-ray Tango.
RMTI. BBIO.
8 days that make me be patient. I don't want to be patient.
LIXT NTB.
Company earlier announced
RMTI.
results of its collaboration with Netherlands Cancer Institute regarding the LB100 enhancing the effectiveness of immunotherapy and chemotherapy, LAXT.
RMTI.
I actually was thinking about starting that if it could get push up towards 2, but
EHC Bausch
such
Health
luck as of yet.
shares at $8.90.
No.
RMTI.
5.5%.
PMN.
That thing's straight up with no momentum. BHC.
That's BHC.
EMN is all halt fest.
PMN.
Spreadiest.
RMTI.
Then shares anyway.
PMNHTB.
resuming trade. $8.95 now. Papa Michael November.
This is the one that you're gonna see all the scalpers on YouTube trading. It's PMN.
Company showcasing its preclinical Alzheimer's data at an Alzheimer's event. That's Papa Michael November.
Ooh, that's spready. 30-cent spread there for a second.
White House said Russia's suspension of the Black Sea grain deal will worsen food security, harm millions. White House urging Russia to immediately reverse its decision.
MYMD up. RMTI up 2.
Yeah, still got this RMTI. Just can't get the push out of it. Same with a GP. Gonna end up avoiding this one probably, unless it gets like crazy blow off. But even then, it can't. I mean, the halt price is sitting at 554. That can't really make the move that I'd be interested in. So if I were to play this, I'm probably going to be playing it out of a halt. It up. It still has the potential. We're just getting anywhere.
IBRX not yet, but up. Carrot. Go go go. Right up.
Watching Riot. Me too.
BHC up. FGEN tight leash.
That big company. Watching BHC.
EVGO.
Ran right into a line I had drawn from the daily. I didn't take it that.
META, CNBC reporting U.S. lawmakers extend social media investigation to Meta's threads. That's Michael Echo Tango Alpha.
Watching EVGO.
EVGO up. EVGO.
House
With a bigger push
Chair
through
Jim
450.
Jordan, Republican
Carrot
from
started.
Ohio,
Go Gaga.
asked Meta CEO Zuckerberg to hand over documents about content moderation on threads as part of the panel's ongoing investigation. That's Michael Echo Tango Alpha.
EVGO.
META.
Fuck.
Flipping that since 7:30.
What? No. You started flipping it after I came down. It was, I want to say 8:30, maybe 9. It was almost, yeah, it was closer to 9. And it's still a long time. to
EVGO.
trade a nickel.
And NDM, Nano Dimension, encourages
bit
Stratasys shareholders
like
to replace entrenched board and
Okay.
highlights problematic track records of Stratasys directors. That's November Delta Michael
Been a while.
and Sandy Yankee Sandy.
Well, it's because it landed up against the laptop, but that doesn't count. It's got to be by itself, not touching anything.
I'm landing it on the table no matter what, even if it lands on. It does not count.
If it lands on the floor, it would count. As long as it's not touching anything when it lands. Okay. And none of these really just gave the fast, you know?
Nope.
I wanted to trade all of them, but they look so much faster when you haven't had a trade.
FGEN close enough. Dollar. CCLLNT.
Drop nice.
PWM halted on a circuit breaker, Papa Whiskey Michael. Shares at the highs, $15.58 now, up 33.5%. That's PWM. LAXT shares were halted as well. More new highs, $8.91. LAXT.
No one's taking a trade today.
Not I.
No, I think David did, but most of them. But
Not I.
EBLV trail, not sure I called the DT-ish, oops.
I'm in upstart right now.
WM and halted at the highs.
Good luck, sir.
No who over you.
Long? Yeah, at
48.99. LOL.
UTME shares falling to the lows now on volume.
Coin dollar on way, big pick one so patience on most.
it's definitely one thing. I'm in grow the account mode versus long-term wealth mode. So it's like I need to stop saying I
BHBNLNT.
can't wait to trade these and just wait until I can and then worry about it. But like these are definitely the ones. Like just looking at the daily on most of these, you can like start sizing into a position like BBIO. Like you're not worried about $10 swing at the moment because you're looking for the down. Same with one like coin, etc. But that's for the future. I mean, it can't hurt to always keep an eye out on them, but I always want to make sure that I'm trying to learn something. HVN, that was an odd one. I feel like you just kind of had to be in it, waiting.
I don't think we asked. Are you long absurd?
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
Yeah, it just got me out. I had a trail on it with leftovers, and it came and got me.
That one I'm surprised. Didn't pull back quite as much as I think you normally look for. I wouldn't have thought you were in that one by the look of the chart, but I wasn't watching it either. Interesting chart, though. Actually, kind of like it, that chart.
GP trail I guess, no ads there for me.
A lot more than all the other crap I'm looking at.
LIXT resuming, Lima India X-ray Tango. Shares off the highs at $8.42 on LIXT and hold it again.
Did you post that chart?
On the way
I don't see
down.
where your intro was.
Yeah, I just posted.
So it was on that pullback.
Yeah, it got down to under the 10% at that point.
Okay.
Retrace, and then I said, you know what? Because it was kind of just playing with that little bit of a dip. So I
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
give it a shot.
And that's what you normally look for the 23, right?
BWI,
Yeah, at least 23.
Here,
I gotcha. That's why it doesn't look like
2% BBWI.
BBWI. I don't know if that's something. Bath and Body Works. Isn't that place out of business?
I just saw recently that what place was going on? Oh, Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, are they?
It was I think I just saw it was like a Google pop up on my phone, but it said I thought it said they were filing for bankruptcy.
See, that wouldn't surprise me at all. That place is disgusting. I took my oldest there when she was a kid, and it was okay back then. But at this point, man, wouldn't step foot in that place.
Seeing anything? It looks like they filed for bankruptcy during like, but I'm not seeing anything recent.
It says they're going bankrupt or whatever.
Oh no, they filed for bankruptcy back in 20.
Yeah, businesses just do that to not have to pay off their debt.
Yeah, I don't really see any up.
Should have grabbed that dip there on CBNA, Jack.
I know. I wanted a little bit more.
Oh, it says the company filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy and by the start of 2021 had emerged as a new entity. Maybe they came back under like a new version of Chuck E. Cheese.
I remember they like added some pizza thing. I don't know if that's it or. Hmm. Bro, I have not found my trade. It's sad.
Yeah, it's BHC kind of grindy, EVGO kind of grindy, IBRX same thing. Watching RXRX.
RXRX up.
With the push up towards 1350.
LLY Lilly. Lilly says results from phase 3 trial of donanemab presented at Alzheimer's Association conference showed significant slowing of cognitive and functional decline in people with early symptomatic Alzheimer's disease. That's Lima Lima Yankee. Shares of Lilly getting a pop here, 447.50.
So you talking about Lily?
LLY, yeah.
That looks like something I would never trade. It's $447. Fucking hey, dude. I will say AEHR is the only thing that triggered for me
FNGR.
on no volume, and it did work. I'm just not that fucking brave. Yeah, sad face. Couldn't pull the trigger.
FNGR.
Kind of watching CVNA.
So much reading going
FNGR.
on.
Kind of like the gay nightclub from this weekend, huh? I mean, like the straight
FNGR.
nightclub from this weekend.
FNGR. EVGO slow ad, 5.20 free dollar zone for me.
Definitely 5.20. It's like the push up towards 5. Especially
AI
right
is
now.
going
It's
too.
extend. Coin with a pretty big move off the bottom.
QSI.
Yes, it does.
QSI.
Guys, don't make me come out there. Compression on that profit loss curve. Which direction will it take? Oh, I know which way I'm hoping it goes. There's been a lot of refinement side of that after that huge down day. I can't do that anymore. Even like the bigger losses inside the compression that you're looking at, I can't do anymore.
QSI.
Those are $1,000 losses. I can only lose up to 300 now. I like to look at it as a nice ascending wedge.
QSI.
Should be
QSI.
watching Jay.
I'm in LIXT long.
Luxor. Ooh, it's pop. A little spready there. Oh, it's at the halt price. Jeez. You in under 8?
739.
Ooh, you go, boy.
I've covered a bunch, so I basically have leftovers, but I'm gonna see what it does.
Yeah, I was hoping they're playing with it a little bit, and it's not really like dropping right back down. So hopefully that means they're trying to play with the halt a little bit for you.
BHCLNT.
Drop on BHC there.
Like at B1.
That came and got me on my
IBRX
40-cent
all,
trail.
pennies.
Stocks moving these days. They're trying. I feel like we've had a lot of stuff moving around to the we're getting decent moves, and there's been a lot of crazy ones like this LIXT, but they're like real thin, like, constantly halting, etc. But I do feel like we're getting a lot of decent moves, but there are a lot of them are like this, like where it's not really like an overextension. I don't know how long you've been following me, but I like to look for these $half, whole dollar areas and then the extension away from them, looking for the retest. And we've been getting a lot of this where it like kind of pokes through and doesn't really give us that. And it's just been happening everywhere. Like CCL, like nice move, but look at the candles. Like they're all it's grindy. We're not getting those like big extensions. This is actually a really nice area of concern here. Let's see it maybe pop off of there, try to go down through, or like if it comes down through, I'd like to see the retest. This looks like a pretty good descending trend.
CCLD Tish.
I feel like the real entry would have been right here, though. Would have been a little bit of a fake out here, or at least it looked like it would have been a fake out on the breakdown through here, because look at that candle coming right back up. But it ended up working out. That's definitely got a little bit of room back down. That's DT-ish on a very larger scale. Even consider this one sort of a DT, but this was more of a retest and failed follow through type setup. A year's time. I appreciate the support, man. Kind of feel good about coming back live. I feel like it's kind of brought me back to my roots a little bit. It's when I had the most fun. And I feel like it really holds myself responsible. I feel like in this area of the chart on the P&L curve, like I would even say like towards like where this curve was, like I started to get a little confident This one really got me. But I mean, I made my way back up. Like I didn't lose my confidence after this day, even though it sucked. It took the rest of the day that day to get over that. But it was frustrating, and I'm pretty sure those were back to back days, weren't they? 11, 12, yeah. Um, that was tough. Tough to lose that much in a period of a couple days. But learning lessons, right? Tuition definitely pays for itself. But I feel like I was starting to lack a little bit of discipline areas, and I was letting my emotions get to me a little bit, my ego get to me a little bit. So this might look sideways and choppy and all that good stuff, but I've really learned a lot about myself, my edge, my strategy, just all of it. And I really think if we can start putting things together,
QSI.
I really think we're on to something here. So moving forward, I'm really interested in how things play out.
QSI plenty.
The
Go doggo.
VODs, as far as the
QSI.
the recaps, live trades, like which part? If something were to feel like
QSI.
homework for somebody to watch my stuff, I would hope it's at least helping, you know? Like if you're going to sit there and if it's homework, at least hopefully it's teaching something. As far as like the live trades go, I figured that was just something easy for me to
QSI.
provide in hindsight, where somebody doesn't have to sit through the entire live stream looking for the trades, even though it's not too hard because you can kind of scroll through and look at the positions chart. But it's definitely not my goal to make it feel like homework.
QSI.
But I also never really went out of my way to make it entertaining per se, which is definitely a lack of effort on my part. But and I'm not trying to blame shift here, but having the kids, it does
QSI.
become a little bit tougher to find the time to put into making more entertaining videos. I feel like everything I put out, I tried to put out like with a purpose, like to either try to help
QSI.
or just to make sure I hold myself accountable. That's why I post every day.
RX is trying to do something.
Yeah, this thing's been a little grindy pretty much all day.
Okay.
Really got my eye on
QSI.
QSI at the moment.
What, through 3?
Yeah, I'd like to see the pop up through 3. I got a feeling it's going to pop through Friday's high here and try 3,
QSI.
but not get through it. It's kind of how everything's been moving today, but be hopeful here that it can make that move. If it's a decent little squeeze up to 3, I might start it small, but
QSI 3.20 would be real sexy, in it. Go, go, go.
I'll be back, guys. Good luck.
here, man. So I want that extra push. You watching your videos takes it. Yeah, I hear you about the kids. Sick picture. You trigger happy, I think. Yeah. No, I mean it's true. I watched the full length ones, but yeah, so I could see how that feels like homework for sure. Well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate the support. I'm gonna stay live, that's for sure. I have no intentions of going anywhere. I mean, that was kind of the whole point at first, was to make sure I was holding myself accountable. If
BBIO
I'm
Tish,
live, I
big
can't
pick.
ever even think of hiding anything. I've never thought of hiding anything anyway, but I literally can't if I'm live streaming. That was kind of the whole
Evgo
purpose behind it.
Agri order out at
And
0.25
on
to
top
starter.
of that, it was very easy to keep a journal essentially of everything, because if I live stream, it
Start
just stays
asterisk.
on YouTube forever, and I don't have to, have some crazy big hard drive to store everything. So it was more of a document the journey. Then it became holding myself responsible. Then I was like, as I started to figure it out, it was like, oh, I mean, if I can help somebody in the process as well, so be it. So it's worked out. It's nice. It's nice to know that. I know I get caught saying we a lot, and I think that sometimes gets taken out of context, because I know that this is very much an I type thing with the market. Everything is about I, and like I am the one that makes the decisions. I'm the one that presses the buttons. I'm the one that's creating the edge. I'm the one following my strategy, etc. And I think ever since I started the YouTube channel, that's kind of where the we came from, because I start to see people learning the basics of the market, etc., off of me, and just like watching me live or going back through videos, or the educational videos I put out, like with DOS. So it's like when I say we, it's more of a we as a community, as a group of people that are trying to make it in the market. And
EBGO
I
trail.
know I guess it kind of just became natural for me to say that, but ooh, nice drop on EBG. Getting a lot of these today where there's really no reason to get in, but there's lots of nice drops after it kind of forms a descending triangle there. Oh, you're a poker player. Me and the guy has been lurking my politically true. So, but that's what I'm saying. I feel like because I've had quite a few people, like they'll be like, "Who's we?" And it's like, I know who we is, and it's like I just described, but it's hard to explain to somebody else, because they're like, it's not we, and like I can see how it would look like a blame shifting type thing, and it really never was. It was never intended to look that way. It was more of a, like, I just feel like I'm trading with people, like the people in the Discord, you guys on YouTube, like that's just, I feel like we're all trying to make it together. So like when I say we, that's what I meant. And it was never like we made a decision. Like it's not like I'm counting on someone else to make a decision to hit the button for me kind of thing. But yeah. Well, if you don't know why, that, I don't know, that could be a little just not disturbing. I'm trying to think of the right word.
Big comp there.
Plitter's trying. I didn't even see this on the scanner. I might have missed it. It might just not have popped up under or over my number that I look for. It's a huge company. I definitely have to see the pop through 1750 here, up towards 1770. This is a nice move though. And see, this is kind of where I was getting into my own head, right? Like I would always wait, especially on a bigger company like Plitter. I would wait for the pop through 1750 up towards like 1770 to start it, right? It gives me the way better odds. But as of late, the trap I've been falling into is I pull this up and I'm like, oh wow, that looks like a nice move. So I would just start it. And then before I know it, I started it too early. It makes that move to 1770. And now I add, and now it brings my average closer to that 1750, which is what I normally would be looking for a take profit, is now where my average is. And you can see how that kind of can snowball out of control. And then if it continues to 18, now you're kind of in a world,
PLTR 0.70s
you're
to start
not
for me.
you're not in a world where you don't know what's going on or a situation you haven't been in before, but it's just a situation that you don't want to find yourself in because it's a situation that I wasn't in very often because I didn't trade that way.
QSI.
So I started making more emotional decisions, and that's where I was getting myself in trouble. So I'm gonna leave this up. I'm still watching this QSI. I'm still looking for the pop through 3 on that one. Love to see like 315 through 20. Palantir doesn't look like it wants to make that move up there yet. Kind of hanging out here. As long as it doesn't give like some crazy big pullback, I'm always interested in the continuation. I just don't want to see like a big red candle, right? I don't want to see a red candle the size of one of these green candles. If anything, I just want to see sideways little consolidation
QSI
and
perking
then
back up.
another green candle even bigger than this, right? Maybe one this size. That's kind of
EBIX.
what we're looking for. Start getting some of these tickers that we didn't end up trading. Are we actually out of Carvana? Yep, we are. What does that do? I'm just chilling. But B from ISWs, looking at the big picture here on BBIO, that's definitely got some room to the downside on this one, all the way back down towards 20.
EBIX.
Looking at the intraday, I mean, it was some really good news though, so it might find some trouble getting back down there. It might take a couple days, kind of thing. But it's usually always the same story.
EBIX.
It's just a matter of when. X. This one. Starting to look pretty nice.
EBIX up. EBIX. SSR.
This little pop through 28. Interesting here.
EBIX.
See it go right now. Put my first order out today.
EBIX.
Frustrating. I was looking for it to give us that last little push up through 28. This is pretty much the pullback we would have been looking for, down to 27. It's a little frustrating. Literally, that's what we would have been looking for, 27, 28, right? We would have been looking for the dollar there.
Dang, not a there.
It was a pretty good move. Nice little curl up and everything. Just didn't get that extra little push up where I would want it. It's okay. Move on to the next one. It's QSI still waiting for 3. Flitter, we're looking for through 1750.
Senator Warren urging the SEC to investigate Tesla over Twitter ties and corporate governance. That from CNBC. UPS says
Later, SB.
Teamsters say
Appreciate you stopping by, man.
contract covering more than
See you tomorrow, maybe.
Teamsters set to expire on July 31st. Local 396 employed by UPS are set to participate in picketing.
I haven't heard you scream, so I'm
at
assuming.
the UPS facilities in Los
It
Angeles.
is. But I didn't, so.
Sandy.
Oh my. There's something.
Yeah, I'm
that-
pretty. I've been listening. I was like, I'm gonna hear him. It's it. Let's go. QSI through 3. I don't know if anyone else is here. Have you guys heard of this new term that people are throwing around for like 90s, 2000s, like alternative rock and just like rock in general? Calling it dad rock. What is that? I mean, I'm all for it. It kind of sounds cool, but but like literally all the music I listen to, they're calling it dad rock now. Guess because everybody that was kind of listening to that type of music now is they're all becoming dads. Makes sense.
QSI.
Watching QSI. Started QSI.
QSI. QSI. QSI. Carrot. QSI.
David's in on the action. It's a little above his market cap. Even get that 3 test.
QSI. PSTG Von.
It's a big company.
QSI.
Estimate on earnings. Really big company. QSI looking for the push down through 310 here. Give us that push down. It's 3. It's 310, 7, 8. Gonna take half there. I was trying to take like 90% at 305 there, but don't want to risk this kind of swiping back up. Try to let the other half move down towards 3. ESTG, I really wanted to get in that, I'm not gonna lie. But being the bigger company, a little hesitant. Put the wishful orders out there. Of course, PSTG is the one that's working right away, and that's the much bigger company. Funny how that works.
Dang miss there.
Don't really like the way it's kind of holding up here. Was kind of looking for more of a jerk back reaction.
PSTG with a lock. Proba trail in a sec.
Rolling. Rolling. Rolling on. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to let this one go back against me. This is, I mean, this is the pullback we're looking for. So if it doesn't give it to us here, I just jump out. A little frustrating if it doesn't work out, but okay. Got a little bit out of it. And PSCG, that's a heartbreaker. I was gonna just throw 100 shares at it real quick, and I looked back up and it was back under 70 because I wanted it over 70. Felt like I kind of just missed that little opportunity there, and then it just kind of came straight back down.
Carrot trail.
It's kind of the move I was looking for out of this on QSI, but QSI is kind of fighting a little bit more. Oh, it's a decent little shove down right before the candle's about to
Bunch of
end
ads
too,
QSI
which is
0.20
nice.
HTLS, room through 0.50 back of my mind.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind the pullback to 3, and then maybe this thing just goes again, but
GP.
let's see the one here.
Dollar there. Carrot looking for a stuff but not gonna get it. GP. Dollar on way.
EP, Green Power, share trading at the highs now. The intraday high, $5.27, following their
GP.
earnings report up 51%. That's Gulf Papa, GP.
GP.
Right, get out most there. I think what we're gonna do here is just trail it at break even. Feel like 15 cents or so there is pretty good. Yeah, it's 14 cents.
GP.
I'll place it at 15.
FIB, Actuous getting a pump here.
15-cent swipe would be pretty
trouble.
significant. I mean, these candles are 7 cents. See if we can't get under 3 and maybe fade it.
GP.
ESTG. Got nice. GP was the one from earlier, wasn't it? Yeah, it was.
POWW up.
Ow.
GP. GP. GP.
Yeah, I think we'll previous candle. See what happens with that. It's 308. I really like previous candle. It's just, I don't know. It works a lot. When it doesn't, you don't give too much
FGEN out
back.
all, met.
Be very curious to see what it can do here at 290s if it can get there. I'll still keep previous candle at 308 here. Like when it's that close, I try to always use the one prior.
Come on, someone flush the toilet on
just to give
QSI,
it that
please.
little bit of a room. Sometimes you will get this. You try to get that little pop back up. It'll come right up past that previous candle and then it gets stuffed again. But if it gets up to that second previous candle, then. But if they're bigger candles, I'll drag it down.
Russia to cut oil exports by 2.1 million tons in Q3, in line with cuts of 500,000 barrels per day in August. That's from the Energy Ministry.
KIQ plenty. Go go.
AI. Never heard of this one. Not even sure where I'd want this. It would definitely been up through 40, that's for sure. Pretty nice move considering though. Like the chart already looks like it was a nice move. And like QSI wants to try to maybe go a little higher. We'll see what it does. So just gonna leave my stop where it's at. Got through that. Or see if it wants to keep pushing up or not. I say this is about where you either get the reject, we get the nice candle back down, like it's attempting to, or it will start to move back up. Obviously, it's going to do one or the other, but just saying that's usually a pretty good spot to indicate what it's going to do. Looks like it tried to get rejected there, but looks like the buyers are starting to weasel it back up there a little bit. Gonna leave it there, just let it play out, see what happens. I will say if we can come down and make new lows though, we'll obviously move it down to this little spot here. So we'd be moving it down a penny at 307 since 306 was the high there.
GP.
GP might go a little crazy. It's got the
GP.
all the
green
makings
power,
of something going a little
market highs
crazy.
now, big spike in volume coming in now. $5.57.
GP. GP some there. 87 KTB PSA.
I feel like if I were to try this, I'd need to see like a squeeze type move, and then I would only be scalping this. I would not be looking for any kind of an extra type move. KIQ kind of went back to the highs there for a split second. And got absolutely stuffed.
GP.
Interesting. QSI does look like it's trying to roll back over. We can retest this 299. I'll move the stop down that. Well, I mean, 1 penny is really not going to
GP.
make a difference on this.
LOL, what a liquidity grab KIQ, $, there. Hoo at Guru David.
I'm on leftovers in this TBNA trade. one turned out okay, but I took a swat at it and stopped out for a little loss. I made that back plus some, but if I didn't have a little loss in there, this would have been a even better trade, but all good. What did you say you were trading, Tim?
I'm in leftovers on QSI.
Easy. So what do they call that one? Oh, I did pull that one
GP.
up. It was like $3 or something. Yeah.
BP starting to break out.
And
That one could get a little
that one
crazy.
looks like it might be crazy. Do the shares on that one?
GP.
82,000.
Okay.
Pretty sure all day we've had like 120,000 or so. So it's
Kinda
they haven't
maintaining.
really been
Free
moving
power for
fast.
new highs
Yeah.
now up 69%, $5.98. Golf Papa.
You
GP.
can get through 38, I think. At 37.6. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna hold this much
Facebook,
longer.
META, Facebook started to roll out changes that bring same editing tools from Reels to create dynamic videos for the
GP.
feed. That's Michael Echo Tango Alpha.
Honestly, God, I gotta work on that patience, man. That first trade was a little
GP float about to
presumptuous of
rotate.
me, which I got stopped out on it.
GP.
But the second one, I feel, was really a good place to enter.
Real float actually looks to be 18M. GP.
GP.
Yeah, that's actually rotated its float. It's 18 mil float.
Oof, I'm not gonna watch that, dude.
I'm gonna watch it, but I ain't gonna play it.
I only trade low floats in pre-market. My take on them is they're too fucking wacky.
I wouldn't
after the
necessarily
volumes.
say 18 mil is like low, but I
It's
mean
low
it's
enough.
low enough.
That's low enough.
Well, for this kind of volume,
Yeah.
yeah, for this kind of volume,
That's low enough. If it's rotated and it's an 18 mil float, that's low enough to get fucking stupid.
QSI starting to break down. See if we can get down towards 290.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get down towards. I mean, honestly, 37 would be fantastic, but I don't think I'll be in here that long. Kind of to the point now where if I start seeing a bounce, I'm gonna be done. Upstart, she's looking like she might be setting up for a short for me if it fails.
QSILNT.
Kind of feeling the same way about QSI. I feel like
APLS, Apellis
did well
Pharmaceuticals,
on
says
it.
following February approval
I just want to be
of
done with it.
Zyfavi,
Alright, I'm gonna
real-world
just
safety profile
go
has
back to
been
previous
consistent
candle
with
here.
clinical
So
studies.
303.
Said no cases of retinal vasculitis reported in the pivotal phase 3 studies.
I know there's an
All
obvious
reported events
pivot,
were
but
observed into real-world use.
I feel like
within
if this is
7
gonna start moving up, it's
working days
gonna
after the first
move up.
injection. That's APLS. That in response to earlier analyst note. Says rare events of IOI with retinal vasculitis reported in the real world at an estimated rate of about 0.01% per injection. That is Alpha Papa Lima Sandy. Shares now are off the lows at 68.04, down about 19.5%, well off the pre-market lows around $49. That's APLS.
It's the thing with these GPs, they're high risk, but definitely can be high reward.
I took CVNA
Alright.
off right there. And it's super close to what my target was. And I'm not going to be that greedy.
Good stuff. Good trade, sir.
You mean? Kind of the same idea as that AMD idea last week. I love the trades. And it had traded into a upper resistance line I had.
So was it the entry on the
See if you get it.
1040 candle?
On the what time?
1040?
That's the one, dude.
Yeah, it's so funny because it's you're
That's
looking.
the
I see the trend
one.
line you have drawn, but it's like I totally would have been in for the other reason because that 1038 candle tried to go higher and got absolutely smashed, and then down into that 39 area.
I see. I got in earlier than that too, though, but that was just based on the upper trend line resistance it was trading into, and I kind of jumped the gun on that one, which stopped me out for a lot. So that tells me don't fucking do that shit. Wait for the fucking setup.
Right.
So I think I lost like $40, and then I got back in and made a lot more than $40.
This is kind of looking like it wants to try higher.
Oh, pretty good day.
Let's see.
But if I wouldn't have lost the $40, it would have even been better. Jump the
Finding
gun,
a base here.
Getting antsy because I hadn't traded.
But I kind of did that here too, so we'll see if we can get the old bouncy ball effect.
And going a little lower, which is fine. I mean, this has the potential of going down to 37, but I just wasn't targeting that. It was kind of slow too. That is funny though that you see the same exact line, and that fucking push up is what stopped me out. That it got to that level and tried to bounce up to the highs. That's what fucking stopped me. That's why you got to wait for that push up and that fail. Got to be patient. All good, man. I'm still trying to get that thing down.
Kind of feel like that's what you're going to see on something like GP as well. I mean, because it's definitely extended. There's a very obvious trend line from the pre-market, then you got this where it's just starting to extend.
Yeah, it's way away from that trend line now. I mean, I'd almost be short biased back down into that trend line, but I'm fucking not game for that shit.
Marijuana Moment reporting California psilocybin legalization campaign cleared to collect signatures for 2024 ballot initiative.
I have decided I am not good at guessing tops. I suck at it.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it anymore.
Well, that's kind of what I'm saying is I feel like this is one where you'd be looking for that obvious
big pullback,
like
and then
attempt higher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think that's what I'm gonna do on any gainers from here on out. I've gotta stop taking. I mean, unless it's something stupid, but like on Upstart, that never gave me a reason to think. It didn't give you that crazy push that you would have gotten in on ever, but it might set up for what I'm looking for.
Right.
This is a nice pullback on that GP. I don't kind of pulling back into some moving averages. Might want to see if it grinds back up and fails. I don't think I'm gonna take that though. I don't like these cheaper stocks.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I feel like that's kind of what I would have been looking for already was that candle, the 1110 candle, the attempt to move higher. It was candle over candle and then failed and went back under that clear support area it made there at like 568.
Oh, this would have been where you would have wanted to trade it.
I mean, yeah, I feel like that's the move I'm looking for. Sometimes they're not like as obvious.
This I would want more of a pullback up now soon. Maybe restaurant 540. Try to go back up to the size and create something there. My main thing is I kind of like to see them starting to fail moving averages, and if they're not down to them, which this is not even on a 2-minute, definitely not on a 5-minute then. So I mean, I really have no reason to believe it's done until it really shows some weakness in my brain. This is just a pullback. Hasn't even made a new low.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was definitely more of, like I said, I'm not looking for like huge moves.
Yeah.
Like the unwinds, yeah, I do agree with you that it needs to be that
And that's always what
bigger
I'm looking
obvious
for.
move.
I'm looking for that. I'm looking for that. Hey, we're done going up now. Let's go back down.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd be looking for that move back down through like 520 something, and then the trend line will probably catch up at that point.
Yeah, this will probably be up there at that point. We'll see what happens. Ooh, Upstart's gonna fucking run, dude. UPST. She just kind of told me she is not going to be weak today.
Pretty obvious line on the daily on UPST. Let's see what the numbers are.
Damn, look at the uptrend on this fucker, huh? That's crazy.
70. It's like 54.80.
Let's see what you're looking at, that tippity top here.
All out of QSI.
GP dollar on way.
But I just like when I'm in trades, I turn on like just something like a trading.
RYAAY, Zach
something on.
Surprise, Trader Buys, Romeo Yankee, Alpha, Alpha Yankee.
UPST 143K Yujka.
Trading book, something to distract me. And I dude, it helps me trade a lot better than I've been in the past.
Yeah.
Just because I'm not like zeroed in so much on the stock, I'm listening to the audiobook or whatever I got on. I get too focused on shit, and I've realized that's my downfall in this game. I always think like Jag does that, but I'm like, I do it to an extent too, you know, like where he gets too in his head about a move, like, oh fuck, I'm gonna get out here. I do the same shit, you know, but just gotta fucking not do that.
I mean, intuition's intuition.
Oh, but mine are normally wrong. Mine are normally based on fear of giving up a little bit. Oh, it's just a little pullback, and I'm like, oh shit, it's pulling back. I gotta get out. Yes, you gotta let it work.
Right.
Especially for the type of trader that I'm developing into and trying to be, you know. I'm trying to get bigger portions of moves, not fucking scalp little tiny bits. So I used to do that even with the big moves. I'd get in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, instead of just getting in, maybe out a little bit, adding, out a little bit, adding, which, I mean, I would make a lot more money if I did it the other way. But that in and out thing has got to fucking kind of die down for me. I like the idea of saying I'm in here and I'm looking for here. I can pay myself on the way, but
RX back to the highs.
RX. That's a weird daily. That might be one of those ones up over this high of 15, huh? I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. What's the float on that?
I will be right back, man. I gotta get a refill on the coffee.
All right. GP's looking kind of heavy. I feel like the way they've been playing with this, though, this is probably going to be some sort of a liquidity grab. Oh. Painting the picture, as they would say. Tesla, the most active stock today. 61 mil. KIQ, I'm not really sure where I'd even want that at this point. $50, I guess. The BBIO still up there. What was the other one? There. This one doesn't really have like a clear cut trend line either. This one would be hard to really find a backside. Let's see. It's actually starting to try.
S&P futures right now up 11, 45, 47, 75.
GP Dev keeping some for swing, daily is beautiful.
A big push up to like 45 there. I would have probably started it, but right, I'll be right back.
RBIN high 23s printing again. $, for me.
Yeah, guess what happened? Anything? Bueller? Should have probably been a long upstart today.
Q up.
Did everybody leave? Okay, I
Q.
need to go into my world then. Goodbye.
Q.
Hold on, please.
Q. Q. AKBA.
Hold on, please. Hold on, please.
AKBA. In, but spread annoying. AKBA. Works, dollar dollar dollar. KIQ stop B/EL/O.
Yes. Did you eat lunch? Didn't make anything? Oh, go eat something for lunch. Go eat.
Sigh.
All right, it's about that time. It's 11:30 anyway. Kids are starting to get anxious for lunch and stuff. So, I'll be in the Discord if you guys want to join me. Links down below. ISW scanners, link down below. TraderSync journal, link down below. All that stuff's below. If you have any questions about any of that stuff, let me know. I'll be in the Discord. You can always feel free to reach out on Twitter as well. I even have a business email in the About section here on YouTube. Other than that, hopefully everyone's having a good day. Appreciate y'all stopping by, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Peace.